Welcome to the BCU Wildcat Football Insider. I'm Lynn Thompson, and for the next half hour, we'll be sitting here with Terry Sims, our head football coach, celebrating and breaking down the 35-20 complete football game victory over Savannah State University this past Saturday in Savannah, Georgia. And Coach Sims, it was indeed a complete football game. The Cats could have scored at least 45 to 50 points, but you controlled the time of possession, you controlled the offensive output, and certainly you limited Savannah State's defensive and offensive output on the entire night. And the result, a big win, Coach, and a football team that grew up on Saturday night.
It did. We witnessed our football team grow up a lot on Saturday. We've been trying to drive home, finishing, and guys just focusing and taking care of their business. And I think Saturday we saw a lot of that. And we saw our quarterback grow up. We saw a number of guys on our football team take the next step forward.
Speaking of a quarterback growing up, Arkevius Williams, for the third consecutive week, Coach, continues to play outstanding football. He controlled the tempo. He was able to rush a couple of touchdowns in, threw the ball extremely well. David Israel comes in and he does the exact same thing. But more importantly, you were able to control the line of scrimmage.
We were. And anytime you can control the line of scrimmage, whether it be on offense or create a new line of scrimmage on defense, you have a great opportunity to win that football game.
27 first downs offensively, Coach. You limit them to only 10 first downs, less than 200 yards total offense on the day. I'll tell you what, instead of talking about it, let's take a look now at the highlights. 35-20, the Cats win it in Savannah. Here they are now.
Take care of your job. That's it.
Devon Gibbs, number 3, with the start. He's in the gun. Puts in the belly of his tailback McLeod through the right side, who rushes out to about the 40. In the shotgun, zone read far side is sweep to McLeod, who cuts up at the 36, gets back to the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap to Williams. Zone read keeps to the right side, now throws, caught by Robinson to the 19. Near side the 20, the 25, and out of bounds. He'll have a first down near hash. Shotgun snap to Arkevius, gives to Washington, tries the left side, breaks out of one tackle to the 31, gets to the 35, bringing Tigers with him as he lunges out to the set, 4-down lineman for the Tigers. Off the snap, clean pocket, steps up, fires a dart near side, caught by Kevon Mitchell at the Here's the snap, they're coming. Williams throws left side, it's caught by Malik Jackson, a first down inside the 30-yard line. Ismay running back set to the right. Snap, play fake, pump fake near side, now under duress by Banks. Steps out to the 30, at the 25, at the 20, far side, Benner Barnes. Hard count, snap, quarterback sneak up the middle. Williams plunges forward, touchdown. Mulroon in goal from a yard out.
Not easy.
Left hash, a 7-0 ball game, 4:45 here in the first quarter. Sweep right side for Kicklider, who loses about half a yard. And Marquise Hendricks, number 19, comes in. Low snap to Francis, picks it up over the left cleat, and the right, he gets off a monster shot here, a rainmaker. Fair catch way for inside the 20, and Baldwin takes it over the left shoulder at the 15-yard line. 3 receivers right, 2 left, the short side of the field. Quarterback power up the middle, runs into Devin James, who brings him down. 2 men in the backfield. Here's a snap, play action. Bell rolls out to the right inside the 10, stops, pump fakes, Cats bring him down inside the 10-yard line. 3 Cats conversion, he went down before he ball at the near left hash, trips out to the right. The shotgun snap to Williams, Tigers bring a blitz, he throws a deep pass for the left end zone for Mitchell, and it's caught in the back of the end zone. Did he stay in? Touchdown! Mulroon. Receivers either side, a 4-man front, and here's the snap. Lefty sets up, throws, middle of the field, it's tipped and almost intercepted on top, and Pratt on top of him. Snap, play fake, sprints out to the left side, pressured by James and Thompson, spins past James, and then wrapped up by Thompson at the 20-yard line. Who's left? Ball at the right hash. Off the snap, gives Ismay to the right side, gets to the 45 at the 50, and inside Tiger tear for Williams. Tied at 14. He gives Wilson to the right side of the 15.
But, down inside that goal in that red zone, you got to get a big back in there to thump that thing in there if you're going to run it.
Snap, handoff, gives to McLeod, who tries the left side and rumbles out to a slot motion from the far side. The snap, sweep out to that short side for McLeod, who wants the edge, a stiff arm, and he's pushed out around the line of scrimmage once again. 3 backers for the Cats in the box. Off the snap, give McLeod to the second level and nothing more as the Wildcat defense led by Devin Washington, the tailback. The snap to Williams, a play fake pressured by Banks, screen caught by Washington at the 35, cuts to the 40, breaks the tackle. He's at the 45 and falls forward to the 50-yard line. He's got enough to move those sticks. Good looking left, 3 receivers right. The snap to Williams. Play fake to Ismay, throws a stop route far side, caught by Francis at the 45, crawls forward and reaches out to the 40. And Williams the shotgun, far right hash. The snap. Has time, sprints out to the left now under pressure, throws near sideline, and it's made inside the 30. To the left. The snap. Give it, shovel pitch out to the near side, cuts to the 20, Jimmy Robinson at the 15. Robinson turns outside, breaks the tackle inside the 10. Robinson down inside the 5, first. Tight and set to the left. Snap, Williams keeps to the right side, looks for the edge, a foot race, and he wins it! Touchdown, maroon and gold, Akevius Williams from 4 yards out. Runs up, takes the 10 far side. It's the 15, the 20, cuts towards us. Robinson at the 25, at the 30, runs up a blocker at the 35, near sideline at the 40. Robinson cuts up at the 47 and down at the 50-yard line. Left on second down, Cats up by 7. Snap, give right side, Ismay, no keeper by Williams. He jukes past the defender at the 35 and slides forward to about the 20. 3 receivers, tailback to the right. Williams with the snap, pumps in the flats, now runs up at the 30, near side of the 25. There he goes to the 20 and out of bounds inside the 15 as he tumbles forward with the flag down. Tight end, 2 receivers left. This snap, hands it off, Ismay to the left side, breaks one tackle, past another defender, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, maroon and gold.
That's what I like to see. Great.
Left, tight end, 2 receivers to the right. The snap, Gibbons puts the belly of his back, he bounces out to the near side, he's being chased, and he's brought down for a motion to the wide side of the field. Williams pumps that way, pumps again, runs to the near side, now throws middle of the field, caught by Mallard at the 50, rumbles off 2 defenders at the 45 to the 40. Mallard inside the 35 and falls out to the 30-yard line. Motion from right to left, snap, keeper, loose football. It's inside the Tiger backfield, the Cats appear to pop out it, they're pointing, we're waiting for a call.
I sure hope we got it.
Everyone in the white jersey is pointing, and it's Israel, the quarterback, Washington to his right, sweep near side, now reverse to Malik Jackson. Jackson at the 50, 45 at the 40, far sideline with the Jets at the 30, Jackson 20, and Jackson pushed out of bounds at the 15. Boy, he turned the yard line, far hash, the shotgun snap to Israel. Israel throws, middle of the end zone, caught, touchdown, maroon and gold. Kevon Mitchell's second score of the day.
Boy, that looks good right
to the right. Now motion by Sean to the far side, sweep out to the near side. McLeod wants the edge, he's at the 30, and he's wrapped up at about to the right. 3 receivers wide side of the field to the right. Then shotgun snap. He gives Washington, cuts out to the right, breaks the tackle by Simmons, far side of the 45. Washington midfield, inside Tiger territory of the 40, and out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Here. 3 receivers to the right, the shotgun snap to Williams. Fires a dart along the right hash. It's caught inside the 35. He rumbles down inside the 30. The near hash Tigers moving right to left. The shotgun snap pitch out to Sexton, who loses the football. Recovered by Bethune-Cook with the Tiger 45. Taken by Marquez Ford. His second fumble recovery of the night. 190. Play clock at 2 seconds. The Cats exit the huddle. The snap to Dunham. They beat it. He gives it up the gut. Washington right through the middle, the 30, the 25, the 20, and down near the Tiger 15-yard line. A big the shotgun snap, a blitz from the right side. Sweep out to Washington, cuts to the 15. Washington inside the 10, still bouncing inside the 5. Taking Tiger, whistle the 2. Washington leans out at the 1, and he's short by an inch.
He is so powerful, I'm telling you.
Each team starts their journey on separate roads, but they all converge to one road to the championship. There will be revenge and redemption. There'll be an Aggie and Eagle standoff. There'll be Bulldogs and Bears colliding with Tigers and Spartans. Hornets fighting off Bison and Wildcats rattling the Rattlers. The road has twists and turns, and when it ends, one thing is certain. Only one team will claim the title, MEAC champion.
This December 15th, the best in HBCU football will meet in Atlanta at the Celebration Bowl. MEAC champion versus SWAC champion. Only one will rise above the rest at Mercedes-Benz Stadium and claim the coveted Celebration Bowl trophy. For more information, visit thecelebrationbowl.com.
I've got this rage inside of me that I just can't wait to unleash.
Just 3 home BCU games remain for the 2018 season. Homecoming against Mississippi Valley State, a blackout of North Carolina A&T, a gold rush of North Carolina Central. Secure your tickets at the BCU box office.
Welcome back to the BCU Wildcat Football Insider. Lynn Thompson and Terry Sims here as we celebrate and break down the 35-20 win over Savannah State University in Savannah. The Cats dominated the entire football game. Coach, offensively, you put up 27 first downs. Defensively, you hold them to only 10 first downs. You established the running game. You established the line of scrimmage, as you mentioned in the first segment. But more importantly, Coach, this was a football game where you dominated in all 3 phases, except for one hiccup on the first punt.
Yeah, it was a deal where the kick was a little low, and Giovanni, he actually put the ball where we wanted him to put it, outside the numbers, but it was a little low, and the covers didn't have an opportunity to get there in time. But we have a few guys that can run a little bit, so we ended up not allowing them to score, but it set them up with great field position.
455 total offensive yards on the day, 21 out of 30 and 1 interception, Coach, for the day for Arkevius and David Israel combined, and Akeem Dunham. A lot of spreading the ball around, rushing it, as well as throwing it, Coach. Isaiah Washington continues to run the ball well. 15 touches, 93 yards. Tupac Ismay, 17 touches, 64 yards on the ground. Arkevius, very, very conservative in his running, but 2 touchdowns, 13 carries, 60 yards, and 2 touchdowns. One big play, Malik Jackson on a reverse, Coach, almost takes it to the house, a 60-yard game.
Well, all those guys that you mentioned are guys that we were looking to make some positive strides for this offense on Saturday. And, all the backs, they came in and they did their part. Arkevius did just what we asked him to do. He went out and managed the football game. He took what they gave him. And, with Malik's a big play guy. He's a deep ball guy. He's a reverse guy. He can do a number of things because of his speed. He has a very, very special skill set, and we're going to use each and every piece of that until, the season's over.
Big number 27, Coach. Darian Wilson.
LaDarian Wilson is a force to be reckoned with, and when you watch film, those guys really didn't want to hit him. When he got through the hole, it's taken LaDarian a little while to get in shape this season, but he's in shape. He has a good understanding of the offense now, and he's doing a lot better with what we need him to do as far as our on the field plays go.
Native of Orlando, Florida, transfer from the University of Maryland. This kid is going to be a force for us. And
he is. He does a lot of great things. Not only running the ball, he's a great blocker, and he catches the ball exceptionally well out of the backfield. So he's definitely a guy that we're welcoming with open arms, and we're glad that he's a positive part of this offense.
Speaking of catches, Coach, Kevon Mitchell, 5 catches, 57 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
And that's what we're looking for. Whenever CC touches the field, we understand that it's a possibility of him making a big play. And it's not always the long, deep ball for him. He understands the game. He understands the offense. So he's a guy, when we need a first down, we know we can look to him for that. When we're in the red zone and we need a touchdown, we know where to look.
You got 7 guys that had catches Saturday night, Coach. You never know who's going to touch the ball.
Never. And Jonathan Thomas was a guy that had a big game a couple weeks ago, didn't really get a lot of touches, but when you look at Kyrie Wallace, a junior college transfer, he had a good game for us on Saturday. We have a number of guys that we can get the ball to, and we have a very, very unselfish group. Those guys really don't care about how many times they touch the ball. They just want the team to be successful.
Coach, with 38 minutes of possession time, the defense, when they were on the field for only 21 minutes, they were well rested. We'll come back in just a few moments and we'll take a look at the defensive highlights of the Wildcats' 35-20 win and listen to Coach break that down for us.
Each team starts their journey on separate roads, but they all converge to one road to the championship. There will be revenge and redemption. There'll be an Aggie and Eagle standoff. There'll be Bulldogs and Bears colliding with Tigers and Spartans, Hornets fighting off Bison, and Wildcats rattling the Rattlers. The road has twists and turns, and when it ends, one thing is certain. Only one team will claim the title, MEAC champion.
This December 15th, the best in HBCU football will meet in Atlanta at the Celebration Bowl. MEAC champion versus SWAC champion. Only one will rise above the rest at Mercedes-Benz Stadium and claim the coveted Celebration Bowl trophy. For more information, visit thecelebrationbowl.com.
I've got this rage inside of me that I just can't wait to unleash.
Just 3 home BCU games remain for the 2018 season. Homecoming against Mississippi Valley State, a blackout of North Carolina A&T, a gold rush of North Carolina Central. Secure your tickets at the BCU box office.
Welcome back to the BCU Wildcat Football Insider. The Cats win on the road at Savannah, Georgia against the Tigers of Savannah State University, 35-20. We just had a chance to look at the offensive highlights, and now let's dive into the defensive performance. And one of the funny things that Coach, I guess you like to see in a defensive unit is that they're always well-rested, energetic, and opportunistic, and that's what you saw this Saturday night. Only 21 minutes of total field performance.
It was, and you know, that's just, you know, a really, really good thing for our defense, and it's great that our offense was able to keep the ball that long, and it's, you know, a tribute to them being able to manage the time and manage the clock the way they did. But our defense, they did a great job when they were out there, and that's what we talked about all week. It's time for us to start capitalizing on others' mistakes, and you know, we did just that.
Last week, you went after your defensive line, and you said that they did not play well against Howard, and you expected them to come out and play well. Well, Coach, on the day, they had 4 quarterback hurries, 1 sack. Marcus Ford comes up with a sack. Malik Simmons comes up with 1 as well. But when you look in terms of their overall performance, you mentioned in the opening segment that they established a new line of scrimmage. So does that mean that they performed well?
It does, you know, and that's what you're looking for. You're looking for, especially the interior guys, to create a new line of scrimmage. When you create a new line of scrimmage, you give yourself an opportunity to make positive plays.
Holding Savannah State to less than 100 yards rushing also speaks very highly, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Regardless of who you play and when you play them. If you hold someone to 100 yards or less than 100 yards rushing, you can't be more pleased with an effort like that.
Marquise Hendricks leads the way with 7 total tackles, Coach. Kennedy Nduku with 6 tackles. Devin James did not have his sidekick with him. You held out 42 on the night, and you know, and I don't know if he's going to be back or not, but Trenton did not play. He looked good standing on the sidelines, and you rested him.
Well, we did, and Trent had a minor injury, but we didn't see a point in putting him on the field on Saturday. He was an emergency guy if we needed him, but Devin did a great job running the show, and Hendricks was the guy assisting him on Saturday. He did a great job. Kenan Ndukwe did a great job on defense for us in the secondary, and Marcus Ford. He's a guy that we always can count on. We always know we can look to him to make a big play when we need one.
Coach, Joe Johnson continues to play extremely well. Those two guys, 18 and 19, are tremendous athletes back there, and they're bigger, and they're the types that can be hybrid types of players for you.
They are, and they play two different positions. Joe Johnson, 18, he's a safety, and Marquise Hendricks is a linebacker. They're about the same size, and they play similar. Both guys, they get to the ball, they have a nose for the ball, and they're extremely aggressive when they get there.
Well, for the last minutes, Coach, let's talk about special teams.
Special teams, I think, you look at our special teams unit, and they did a great job, against Howard, and we ended up having, I think a lot of positive things happen on special teams. Coach Larkins and myself, we're hard on special teams. Didn't get the great performance that we looked for, but they were steady on Saturday, and it did not hurt us.
Jimmy comes up with a nice 50-yard return, but everybody's aware of him now, and they're going to do everything they can to stop him from taking one again to the house.
They are going to do it, and Savannah had a couple things schemed up for him. They didn't try and keep the ball away from him. They kicked the ball to him, but they had a nice little plan put together on kickoff for him. But he still got positive yardage, and that's just Jimmy being Jimmy.
We'll come back in just a few moments. We'll go around the MEAC, and we'll turn our attention to Homecoming 2018 as Mississippi Valley State comes calling this Saturday. Thanks for joining us here on this episode of the BCU Wildcat Football Insider. I'm Lynn Thompson, that's Terry Sims, and we closed the book on last week's big win at Savannah State University. The Cats rolled in grand style 35-20 over the Tigers and are 1-1 now in MEAC conference play. Let's go around the league now, Coach. It started this past Thursday night, and South Carolina State jumps out to a big lead over North Carolina A&T in Greensboro, but they couldn't hold on, and the Aggies right the ship and win it 31-16.
When you have a good football team, everything that could have gone wrong in the first half, for A&T, it went wrong. Fumble, punt return, fumble, snap, by the offense, all recovered and capitalized on by South Carolina State. But that team didn't quit. They didn't give up. They didn't panic. They just continued to play.
That's what champs do, right?
That's what they do.
Okay, in Norfolk, Virginia, Coach, one of the teams that everybody is talking about now, Norfolk State, opens up league play against Dell State, and they blow them out 54-28. And Norfolk State's 2-0 in league play.
They are, and I said it last year. You know, Coach Latrell Scott is building a special program down there. I'm happy that they've been patient with him and allowed him to build his program. And now the product is on the field that he's been trying to put out there for the last couple of years, and they're doing a lot of great things.
Morgan State, of course, was off last weekend, and so was Howard University. They were both off. But the big shocker, Coach, FAMU explodes 55-14 at Durham over North Carolina Central. And it was a football game that the Rattlers did everything right.
Well, and you look at, we all say in football when everything's clicking. And on Saturday, I guess everything must have clicked in all three phases of the game for FAM, because after the first drive of the game, Central scored. It seems like FAM just took over the game and they ran with it.
Absolutely. Willie Simmons and the Rattlers did it right. Congrats to the Rattlers on the hill as they prepare to celebrate homecoming as well this weekend. Let's talk about homecoming here. Mississippi Valley State comes calling, a team from the SWAC. We haven't played them in over 25 years, Coach.
Well, and I thought it was important, just to continue to keep any type of SWAC MEAC relationships going and to bring them in here for this game, I think is special. I know Coach Dancy, their head coach, and he loves the opportunity of coming to Florida because he wants to recruit in Florida. So I think it's great, having a SWAC team coming for homecoming, and just us having the opportunity to play at home and to be able to put our guys on the field to put something positive together for our university and for our fans.
Okay, for all the fans out there, I'm speaking for Terry Sims. Don't call him for any comp tickets. We need your support. Y'all know not to call me. Contact the ticket office and make sure you're there. If you can't make the game, catch us on CatEye Network for the live stream or on any one of our social media platforms. Well, for Terry Sims and the Wildcats, we'll see you this coming Saturday, 4 p.m., Daytona Stadium for Homecoming 2018. Take care.